friends, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking into their current realizations for you, and I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is Tarot of the Cosmic Seed, and pile number two is the Tarot Magic deck. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today, but I do hope that at least one of the pile's messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading, so just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi Pile 1, for those of you who chose Tarot of the Cosmic Seed, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Alright, Pile 1. Your person's current realizations about you. Oh, person's current realizations. Some clarifiers, please. Pile 1, let's see what we have here for today. We have the 8 of Cups, we have the Cosmic Seed, we have the 7 of Cups, Temperance, the Teacher, the Magician, big energies here, 4 of Cups. Okay, I also have your Oracle cards, so we're going to take a look at those as well. We have Universal Oneness. We have Solar Plexus Chakra, Free Will. I always have a choice. We have Kali. I embrace the light and dark. Together they make me whole. Be present. Big energies coming through. So let's talk a little bit about it. Their current realizations. There's a lot to do with choices coming through over here. I don't think that there was closure between the two of you. For some of you, this is a no contact situation. For others of you, maybe both of you are in contact, but there doesn't seem to have been some kind of a closure or some kind of a resolution for something between the two of you. So maybe there has been an ongoing conflict, but maybe both of you have been tiptoeing around it. For others of you, maybe it has led to an actual break in the connection between the two of you. Your person, they're realizing that they need to come back and they need to have resolution to this problem or this situation between the two of you. There has been no closure. It looks like time has passed between the two of you. Maybe you've let go. Maybe your person also did at one point in time. But the thing is, because there was no resolution or closure, it's kind of like tugging at your person. And the more that tug happens over a period of time, the more intense it's becoming for your person. So once they walked away, they thought it was the end of it. They thought they didn't really need to come back to have, a final conversation or to talk to you about some kind of closure, to maybe discuss where things were meant to be. I think that whatever decision your person took, they just did it on their own. There was no consulting you. It was just their own decision. And they thought that was the end of everything. And they thought, okay, I would never look back, or that's pretty much it. I mean, it's not going to bother me. But a lot of time has passed. And the more time has passed, your person is realizing that they need to come back for some kind of resolution, some kind of closure. There needs to be something that is going to be put out there for the two of you so that both of you can feel like this chapter is completely closed For some of you, it could be a problem that both of you faced. For others of you, it could be closure about the connection as well. They're realizing that they do have a choice. A lot of time has passed, so maybe, even though they felt the tug to come back and kind of bring about some kind of resolution to the situation, it's possible that your person thought, oh, okay, well, so much time's passed, it's never going to happen, or it's too late for me. But now your person is realizing that it's never too late, and they have a choice right now to come back and to have this closure with you, to kind of bring this resolution. And that also includes, them understanding darker parts of themselves, like whatever contributed to the situation between the two of you, and your person's embracing the light and the dark as well within them. And I think it is because of them owning up to their mistakes, their own side of things, that they're ready to come in for closure. For some of you, this could be reconciliation. For others of you, it could be wrapping up a situation that was incomplete or felt incomplete at one point in time. Your person has been learning a lot about themselves. I would not be surprised if there has been some kind of spiritual awakening on your person's end. It could also be that they've come to regret this lack of closure between the two of you, this lack of resolution in this equation between the two of you. And it's possible that your person might have taken a lot of time to think about it, to kind of understand what they can do. With the teacher coming out, it's possible that they might have kind of seeked some kind of guidance. It's also possible that your person could have had spiritual guidance. There's a little bit of spiritual guidance coming through. So maybe their higher self or their spirit guides, take that as it resonates, but there's definitely some kind of spiritual guidance. So it's possible that your person might have even, tried to research about it. Like, why do they feel so uncomfortable with this, with the way things ended between the two of you, or with however both of you handled a particular situation in the past. And that uncomfortability has been kind of festering within them, so much so that they have to come forward with, at least a conversation, or at least create an opportunity where both of you can discuss your side of things and they discuss their side of things, and sort of bring about closure to this. They fear that maybe you're not ready, or that you might not be open to it, but they want to come in at least with the opportunity, at least to tell you that, can this be done? So I would expect this person to come forward, Palwan, but I would feel a little bit of hesitant energy as well. The thing is that your person is wanting to clear the present, and they're hoping that you would be open to it, but you always have free will, Palwan. That's completely onto you. We have also free will coming out, and I think that this is also for you. But this is something that this person is coming in. For some of you, this might not even be the person that you thought of when you clicked on this reading. This is definitely someone in your past where there was no proper closure to the situation, and things were so up in the air. It's possible that you might have been through very deep struggles in order to have closure on your end, not with this person, but internal closure. And so this person might fear that maybe you're not ready to talk things out, or open up what happened in the past between the two of you, or open up about the situation. So a little bit of those fears playing through, but they will come through. I mean, I definitely feel the energy that they'll work through it, because whether it leads to reconciliation, or whether it leads to like both of you moving apart, your person at least wants you to know their side of things, or their thoughts about the situation, and they want to hear your side of things as well. It's not just them, because I think that last time it was just about them. They didn't really consider your feelings, they didn't consider your thoughts, and now there's an openness to understand where you were coming from, what was happening on your end, and if it's possible for them to share their thoughts in order for both of you to gain closure about the situation. So there's definitely a conversation coming through. I am seeing that your person, the way that I see it is they've been learning the lessons, all right? And that by itself, they want to correct their mistakes. And that by itself is manifesting an opportunity for both of you to talk about it. They might not be sure where you are at, but they'll work through that, and then they'll come in to talk to you about it. And you might say, why now? Or, why after so long? But the truth is, that it took them this long to learn the lessons that they had to in order to own up to their mistakes, in order to own up to their side of things, their dark side, you know, the darker side, I guess the shadow side of theirs. And I think that they have gone through a series of life lessons where they've learned how it was working against them. And I think in order for them to feel peaceful about this situation, they want to come clean. So yes, I mean, it's not about you per se, Palwan. It's more about them, absolutely, yes. So you absolutely have free will, whether you choose to hear them or whether you're not. That's completely onto you, all right? But this person is coming forth, right? That's the energy that's coming through. And I say this because sometimes by the time the other person's ready to come forth with some kind of a resolution or closure, maybe you're not ready, maybe you don't want it anymore, maybe you feel that it will open up a can of worms that you don't want to because you've already made your peace with the situation, and that's absolutely okay, Palwan, right? That's absolutely okay. You don't have to hear someone out just because they've been through their spiritual awakening. You could be in a different place. You could not be aligned with that anymore, and that's okay. All right, so you absolutely have free will. One message or advice for Palwan, please. Yeah, whatever it is, you know, take time to understand where you are at. Take time to understand your emotions at this point in time. You know, just because this person's ready doesn't mean you should be ready or you should force yourself to listen. Whatever it is, you know, accept this person's energy with kindness and love and compassion, but also make sure that you are setting your boundaries. You know, you are honoring your desires and your wish. And if you do want to hear this person out, you can absolutely do so. Hear them out, again, with kindness, compassion in your eyes. There's definitely communication coming through from this person, but it's onto you whether you want to hear them out or not. That's completely onto you. Don't worry about it, all right? And you get to choose for yourself. You get to choose yourself as well in this entire situation. Okay? Alrighty, 11:11 on the clock right now. Take that as it resonates, but yeah. So for some of you, I am getting that maybe this was something that you wished for a long time ago, and maybe you moved on and it's no longer what you want. That's okay too, Palwan. All right? I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you're looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips that I send, and watching my page ads. Those are the ways I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Palwan, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi Pal to you. For those of you who chose the Tarot Magic deck, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, Pal to you. Person's current realizations. Out. Let's use person's current realizations. Out. The Nine of Cups, we have the Two of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Wands, Five of Swords, Queen of Wands, Chariot, and I also have your Oracle cards, so we'll get into that as well. We have 41, Claim I Am. We also have Third Eye Chakra, Purity. My intention is pure. We have Ma'at. I treat others and myself with respect and honesty. We also have Practice Gratitude Daily. Okay. I'm seeing some kind of power dynamic between the two of you. Both of you could be no contact separation, but you could also be together. I do see a lot of ego battles between the two of you. It could be, your resistance to their ego, you trying to put your foot down, you trying to establish your boundaries. And I think that this person just ends up fighting harder and harder with their ego, trying to break your stand. I am seeing that energy coming through. I don't know if you've set boundaries with this person or you've walked away. That energy is not coming through, but there has been a realization in your person that this is becoming burdensome. Like them fighting you at every single step. It's quite a burden on them. And they're realizing that they don't really need to control this situation as much as they have. They don't really need to control the connection. They don't really need to control you because it has been emotionally and like even physically exhausting on them, and that kind of clarity has set in with your person. It's not coming through a spiritual awakening, it's just exhaustion at this point in time, where your person is like, why am I doing this? Why am I fighting this connection? Why am I fighting at every step? Why am I resisting? Why can't I just flow? Why can't I just flow with what I feel rather than what I'm thinking, or this ego block that I have? And your person's realizing that they do have a chance at happiness. They can actually bring it into reality. They can actually be happy in this connection. But I also think that there are a lot of old wounds playing in, where your person's afraid of being controlled, or your person's afraid that, things will spin out of control and they might not even have a say. But they're realizing that that has just been their own illusion. They're also realizing that they have been blindfolded, or they themselves have blindfolded themselves, I guess. My point is that your person's realizing that a lot of where both of you are at, and a lot of their ego has been because of them. All of this resistance, all of this. And so your person is shifting within at this point in time. They're still in transitory energy. I would not say that they've completely come out of it, but the exhaustion is bringing about that change within them. There has been a change in your person's identity as well. They're realizing that they don't really have to be a certain way just because maybe they saw a parental figure being that way, or maybe in the past they just wanted this ego, this power dynamics. And it's possible that your person, I'm getting like in their workplace or in other areas of your life, maybe they're the eldest in the family, so they have to like assert their right. They have to kind of put their foot down. It could also be the other way, where they're the youngest, and everyone's just overridden them all their life, so they feel that need to kind of come through, regardless of which spectrum your person is in, like whether it's the eldest or the youngest. I'm getting both actually. If it's the eldest, then it looks like your person's like, okay, well, I don't have to bring that dynamic into this connection. Like I don't have to be so forceful and controlling. It's like very shadow masculine energies coming through. Gender doesn't matter. And then if it's the youngest, like your person's like, I don't have to be so defensive. It's really taking everything out of me. I don't have to be defensive. I don't have to equate this connection to what I'm going through with other people, because I think that my person does give me the support that I need, and they are not trying to control the situation, but they're actually allowing me to be. It's just me who's feeling this resistance, or who's creating this resistance at any point. So there's like two different point of views coming through. Take that as it resonates for your situation, but it's kind of like either they're realizing that this connection is not what they've experienced before, or they're realizing that they don't have to put that dynamic into this connection, and they're the ones creating that dynamic. It's not you, it's actually them. So, and I think that your energy has also been playing on them. So I wouldn't completely like let you off the hook too, about you. Not calling you out, but I think that it happens, like sometimes you feel like you're coming in with a healthy energy, but then something that they do, they trigger, it just the resistance, the ego, and then that also kind of triggers you. It pushes you into, where you align with their energies rather than staying true to your healthy energy. And it happens, no matter how much healing you do, sometimes some situations can bring that unhealed part of you. So I think that both of you have been acting on each other's energy, or off of each other's energy, and It looks like that's where you are at right now. So you might also be kind of in a reflective mode. You might also be kind of thinking, okay, maybe I shouldn't have taken a harsher stance, or maybe I shouldn't have reacted this way. I should have just allowed them to calm down. So I think that there's reflection going on both ends. It's not just on your person's end. And your person's realizing that both of you actually do care about each other. Both of you actually do want something that's beautiful and that's happy. And so in order for things to move forward between the two of you, which is something that both of you want, it also means that both of you have to meet in the middle. It's not like who's better or who's right, or who gets to have a say in this connection. It's about meeting in the middle and merging your energies. And so your person is lowering their defenses at this point in time. Their current realizations are that they might have initiated the spark, but both of you kind of played off of each other. But at the same time, they're the ones who sparked it, right? So they need to kind of tone down their energy a little bit, their defensiveness a little bit, and so that at least both of you can come to some kind of middle ground. So that seems to be the energy that your person is in. Those are also their realizations. It's also possible that they're realizing, they have to treat you with respect. They might not agree with certain things that you're saying, but they have to treat you with respect. They have to react in a way that's healthy. They have to regulate their emotions. That's also another energy that's coming through. So their intentions are pure. I mean, with my intention is pure coming through. Their intentions are pure. I think that it's a lot of old wounding just coming up to the surface. But that is also part of their realizations, that your intentions are pure. Their intentions are pure. Nobody is about, wanting to control the situation. So that also means that both of you need to figure out a way to come together, to align together in a way that's healthy. And that's where your person is at this point. A lot of clarity coming through, and there seems to be, I wouldn't say enthusiastic, but I would say that there is a little bit of a firm energy where your person's sure that they want to come forward. They want to bring this clarity to you, and they want to talk about this. They want to have many, many, many conversations about how to solve problems between the two of you, rather than both of you, kind of playing off of each other's unhealthy energy. So I would expect a lot of conversations happening with this person. It doesn't look like it's going to get resolved with one conversation. I think that your person wants to kind of talk to you and understand where you're coming from, kind of share where they're coming from as well. And I think that through multiple conversations, your person feels that both of you can actually move forward in a way that's healthy. All right. One advice or message for Pile 2, please. Yeah, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Yes, it is through these conversations. It is through, taking things one step at a time, resolving the problems one step at a time, that both of you are going to create something very, very solid and beautiful and long-term. All right, it is going to happen. Don't worry about it. I think that with the Magician coming out as well, I think that both of you are, yes, a lot of love. Yes. All right. There needs to be an energy where both of you recognize that you're not out to get each other. You're not out to get them, and neither are they, out to get you. It is possible, all right? Regardless of how hopeless things may seem at this point in time between the two of you, it is possible to come in an energy where both of you align, both of you are healthy, both of you can manifest this, all right? Don't worry about it. It's just about the energy that both of you need to realign to. When you come forward in an energy where you recognize, okay, well, they don't have anything against me, and they come in an energy where they realize you don't have anything against them, and both of you are just, trying to do your best in where, you have your old wounds coming in, and you're kind of trying to create a safe space so that you can work through your old wounds together or individually, but in a shared safe environment. I think that understanding is going to help the two of you actually create something very, very beautiful between the two of you. So it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of patience. It's just a matter of intentional effort, hard work towards this connection, and to come from a place of love, kindness, compassion, and respect for the other person, regardless of what the situation is, and recognizing that it's both of you against the problem, and it's whatever energy both of you are in because of the problem, it should never be extended to the two of you. Your connection energy is separate, and the energy that both of you have with respect to the problem has to be separate. You need to kind of separate that out. And the more you understand that, the more you can kind of implement that. I think that both of you will be able to resolve and create something that's beautiful and long-term. All right? This is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with the like, shares, subscribe, comments, the tips to the sun, and watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy. I'm really, really grateful for it. Till you, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.